Alrighty. So, very good evening, one and all. Welcome along then to your Saturday stream. It's the third race of the F1 Manager career mode. Here on the Departure Lounge YouTube channel, of course, as always. Hope you are doing well. So, we'll try and catch you up on what's happened since race 2. It's been 2 weeks since we've done this. Let's just have a look at the standings, and you'll see we've got some points. We've got some points on the board. What happened last time down in China was... Can I look at the standings for that? Is there a way of doing that? Try this. Who got the points? It was Gemma, wasn't it? I think it was Gemma. We got some points. I can't think of it. I think it was Gemma. For finishing, I believe, 7th, I want to say. I think it was 7th place. So we definitely got some points, which is all good. First ones of the night. Hopefully tonight we should get some points as well, because we are indeed in Japan for today's race. As we're following the real world calendar. So that is what we are doing. Away from that, we have got parts in development, which are very close. Some are close to being done. Oh, I didn't realize we could start a new one here. Oh no, here we go. So we can't manufacture anything yet. So welcome to those that are with us this evening, for the likes of Jim Gemmell, who's just joined us, saying goddamn fucking USA Air Force and their fucking diverts into Presswick, fucking twats. Don't they know I was not there? Oh no. Jim, evening to you. Doing well. Carl's in the chat as well. Anyone else lurking in the background? Hello, hello, hello. So we've got some parts I think that are going to be done before the next race. Overall satisfied. In fact, we actually tell you where the points came from. It was indeed Gemma who got the 4 points for finishing 8th in China. So we're looking pretty good. We've upgraded our facilities as well with the helipad. Now up to level 3, so that'll bring some more people in. So we're upping our payouts and upping our marketability as well, which is not too shabby, to be fair. Let's continue forward. We've got a save game there. So we've got to manufacture a part here. Let's do 2 parts of those. We've got a new underfloor being made as well, so we've got that coming in. We're going to apply that to the vehicles once we've got it. Let's continue. We've got another upgrade of the tour center. That gives us a marketability now of 20% from 12%, which is a big jump. Big weekly income of from 50,000 to 75,000. Effectiveness stays at 100%. Conditions looking pretty decent, and our level has gone up from 1 to 2. Beautiful. Let's crack on. So Sarah, our technical chief, has found an error in the remake of our current is that a current front wing, I think? I'll approve the deadline. That's our front wing that I think we've got in production. Yes, that's our front wing that we've got in production, so that's not going to be done in time. We will have possible suspension ready as well. So we'll continue. Okie dokie. Right, what I want to do, because we're going to have to upgrade the car as much as we can. Let's have a look at the condition of the cars. The Japanese Grand Prix is coming up. David's given us some information here. Okay, so there is a potential for rain as well, which could be fun. So they reckon that it says historically the safety car chance here is about 50%, and the average pit lane time loss in standard conditions is about 30 seconds. Under a safety car, the average pit lane time loss is 17 seconds. So we've got 50% chance possibly of a red flag. So we'll see how that plays in with, of course, the weather. They reckon it's supposed to be warm with rain. So we'll see how we'll deal with that. Let's go for the targets here. I'm going to keep Carl to 13th, I think. 13th and higher. Just to kind of take the pressure off a little bit. We're not too fussed with the amount of money and the difference there. We'll just see, because this is the first race that we're going to have potential wet weather. See how Carl gets on. So 13th or higher for Carl. For Gemma, she got an 8th place finish last time. Again, don't want to put pressure on. So I'm thinking maybe 12th and 13th as a target at least. I would say 12th or higher. I think that's probably should be where we need to be, if anything. So I think that would be pretty standard. Let's do that. And here we go. Let's go to Suzuka.
Konnichiwa from the Suzuka circuit in Japan.
Let me know if you want the sounds up.
This unique track is a favourite home for motorsports, and it welcomes us back this weekend. Get ready for exhilaration and speed with the Japanese Grand Prix.
Should probably do the sounds up, to be fair.
Constructor standings right now, it's McLaren. And coming into round 4, there are plenty of teams who want to change that.
Stay right here, because we're just getting started.
So give me a sound check. Was that good? Was that too loud? Okay, so this is going to be interesting. So for Friday, which is the practice sessions, we've got ourselves just cloudy weather. Saturday, heavy rain for the qualifying. So that could be interesting. And Sunday for the race, moderate rain as well. So we're in for a fascinating race, I think. I think this is going to be absolutely fascinating. So, for practice, what do we put them on? So, I'm going to put you both onto a... let's go for a... Oh, mind you, it's going to be warm, innit? So, warm tyres. So, warm weather would be... What are we thinking? At some point as well, we're going to use the intermediates. But during the race. It's only practice, so we'll see how we get on with it. We're only going to see how the cars go. Let's stick with mediums. But no, let's go. Carl wants to do soft. Let's go soft. The car setup, I mean, at the moment we're looking for the optimization, so we kind of want to We'll just alter it as much as we can to find the... Stick with that. That looks pretty safe to me, so let's go with that for Carl. For Gemma's car, we'll go for the soft again. And we'll try and do the same thing here. We'll try and... try and alter it in such a way we'll try that. Right, skipping through, well, not skipping, but we'll simulate the practice sessions as we do. We'll then play the qualifying and of course watch the race for the whole session. So let's simulate, see what practice does for us. Okay. Practice 1 has us 4th with Carl and Gemma in 9th. Okay, so we need to try and alter this as much as we can. Causes I'm shocked. Losing straights though as well, aren't we? So can we try that? We'll have a look and see what Gemma's not happy with here. Quite a bit of it by the looks of it. So anything that's great is braking stability. How can we change this? Straights needs to be. Straights is bad. Try that. I know that the braking stability is not in the thing, but we'll try it anyway. We'll also stick them again. We'll go. Let's keep mediums. Let's try the mediums, see what that does for practice 2 at least. What I do want to look at, by the way, as well, is the state of the car. Right, practice 2, here we go. Let's see how well this one does. Rob Brown, evening to you, hope you're doing well. Right, simulated practice 2. How did that do for us? Okay, this time not so good. That's because we were on the mediums, I think. No, we were on the softs. Okay, that's fine. Just looking for that. The car's looking pretty shaped up here, which is fine. It's a traction that we need to. Cornerings are optimal as well, so we've got to get that up. See if we can do with that. Stick you on soft tyres again, just to see what P3 does. Stick Gemma on the softs as well. Let's see what is wrong with this one. Traction's not great. braking stability is not great either. We'll have to go with that to see what that does. Right, session 3.
Qualifying is coming up.
Okay,
and the
looks like
drivers will
we
be
got heavy
ready
rain. Here we go.
Raring to go.
Suzuka is a notorious circuit, both for its
So we're about to see
unpredictable
what
weather
practice
and the
session 3
difficulty
did for
of
us.
closely following other cars. Making the right call on
We
when
have
to
got
head
rain.
out to avoid traffic and dirty air can make all the difference here.
Now, Karun, how do you think Zhou Guanyu will be as he heads into this session?
We saw some disappointing lap times for them in practice.
Let me know how your day
It
was
could
as well, if
be
you had a
that
good day or
the
not.
team were experimenting with the car, but the pressure's now on them to deliver.
Strap yourselves in. This is Formula One.
Okie dokie. Right, practice 3. Let's see what happens. Oh, Lord. Okay, Gemma not happy down there. But Carl is 10th. Qualifying will change that. We'll see what that does. So let's have a look at the overview. Heavy rain. So we are going to possibly use wet tyres. Or intermediates they've got suggested. We'll keep an eye on this just to see what happens. Gemma's still not overly pleased with how the car is being run. Cornering was optimal. Try that for her car. Do we put a fresh engine in? So hopefully help out. Lee class, hope you're doing well. %71% doesn't fill me with confidence though. Car says new engine for who? This is Gemma's car. This is car 2. So if I look at the engine is 71%, gearbox 75%. Wait, it's qualifying, so do we do it? We can't do it. Can't do it now, can we? We can do it now. If we stick a new engine in, kind of give the car the maximum boost it needs. I'm assuming that's the thing. I'm thinking just trying it to see what happens. Because we're in qualifying, so we might as well try and get the maximum out of everything that we got. We'll go gearbox as well for Gemma. Let's see what Carl's car is like here. Car parts here. So I mean, I'll go engine, but that's about it. I'll keep gearbox. Gearbox is 74, so I think we'll stick with that. We'll go with that. Carl's day has been good. I think I spent too much time in the sun today. It was stiflingly warm today. Lisa's I've been to the mound at Heathrow Terminal 5 for the first time today. Very good, very good. Lisa's I'm good. How are you, Tom? Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. We're more refreshed after yesterday's just fell asleep very, very quickly last night. It was crazy. Right, we'll have a look. We're on intermediates. That's the problem. We'll have a look and see what the weather's doing. Let's go into qualifying and let's see what happens. Here we go. If we need to reconfigure, then we will. Okay, so at the moment the track is looking dry. So you can see that in this section here. In 5 minutes we got 85% rain. It's raining at the moment, but they are going out on the intermediates. No one's going out on anything else. So we'll stick with it. I mean, it is going to rain shortly as well, so we'll stick with it for the minute. All the cars going out. We'll wait for a chance. We'll send our cars out as well. Seeing all the cars come out, we'll just wait for that space, which we'll get after this. So here we go in a second. Alright, so let's send them out. We'll also get to see the weather effects. Let's see how we get on. Gem's got a clean space as well, so we'll send her out. So we've got to make the top. Is it? Something like that? Keep an eye on what tyres the other vehicles use. So heavy rain looks like it's inbound in the next 3 minutes. So we're watching Carl just warming up the tyres at the minute. And then going from there. Obviously we chose to do this tonight as opposed to tomorrow because I'm not around tomorrow. I am around tomorrow, but I'm also quite busy, so I won't have time to do it. So I figured we'd do it tonight. So here we go, Carl on the flying lap in a second. See how he gets on. Carl says hoping for top 13 this session. If we can just get past the first set, I think first session. Can work the rest out then. Okay, so early scores coming in. Ocon with a 133. Perez 132. Hamilton up to second at the moment. We're looking to try and beat the score of Perez. Very unlikely, I would say. Verstappen leading the way, 131. Rain's increasing, so the track is getting wet. Very, very wet by the looks of it. track condition is currently down as damp. 1.11 millimeters falling at the moment. It's not going to beat Verstappen, but 10th at the moment. Not too shabby. Let's see what Gemma's doing. Gemma's currently on her flying lap. Greens across the board, which is good. Be enough to beat Verstappen, though. It's also not a very good score. Down in 17th is Gemma. So an interesting start. Carl says 10th is good. 10th is pretty good. So try and get Gemma back up there. Gemma was the one that got us points last time. So it will be fascinating to see. Part of me would think that now the rain is falling, and they may possibly stay on intermediates. There's something not tuned correctly on Gemma's car by the looks of it, so we'll have a look at that when she comes back in. What we're doing is at the moment is we're just looking to see what tyres the other vehicles go out with. Reckon we might see some red flags in the actual race itself. But at the moment, looks as if nobody could really get close to Carl, which is fine. So 10th place, Gemma's 17th. We'll keep an eye. Again, we're just looking to see tyres. So it looks as if intermediates are the way forward. Rob says Japan is a tricky track at the best of times. Rain gives an extra interesting dimension. It does indeed. Right, we're going to look at Gemma's car here because something about it isn't quite sticking. So confidence is high, but currently in 17th. 71% for the highest sort of confidence. Everything's good. Straights is great. So we've upped it a little bit, I would say. We won't do that. We won't do that. We'll reconfigure. What's Carl looking like? Carl's confidence is high. Driver satisfaction 77%. Everything looking okay for the moment. So we don't need to do a great deal with Carl, so that's fine. Let's reconfigure. Gemma's vehicle taking a little longer, just purely because we've reconfigured the wing. So we're not going to go out just yet. We're going to send them out a little bit later here. We'll try and get Gemma up a little bit more. That's where we need to be. It's interesting as well. The other racers have got fresh tyres. So we'll see. We'll see. Right, we're going to forward the time to about 5 minutes out. Let's do that now. This is an overview of Suzuka. Get down to 5.5 minutes, and then we'll count down the time before we then go ahead and do what we need to. So how much movement is there? Okay, so down to 5.5 minutes left of the practice, or the qualifying session 1 at least. There's a lot of rain coming in a second. This is why I'm sort of holding off a little bit. Why can't we send you out? Why can't we send you out? What's the problem? Why can't we? Right, now we can send you out, that's fine. So you got fuel. 6 kilos, 8 kilos, so you're a little bit heavier. Does look like a weight problem. So you got 0 laps there. Can I reconfigure that to 0 laps? Would that change anything? Yeah, oh that's fine. So I can send you back out. It was 6 kilos, 6 kilo of fuel. We're all good. Right. Cars coming in. Not a great deal of change by the looks of it, unless let's go for Gemma, because Gemma's going to have a bit of a free track. Car will send out about 3.5 minutes. Rob, there will be, as long as you conduct your flying lap before the timer goes to 0. As long as you start it, should be fine. The rain easing off in 2 minutes time, but the track is currently still quite damp. But what we do is we'll send for the Crawford. Carl can go out now as well. Of course, we don't take manual control. So it's just us on the track at the moment, which is fine. We can deal with that. A little bit of clean air doesn't go amiss. Lick the stamp and send it, says Rob. Spray coming up off the track as well. Nice little effects. Gemma to outdo Albon. So flying lap now conducted. Here we go. Clean air, no interruptions. See what Gemma can do. We'll keep an eye on the scores as well. Flying around those corners. we've got ourselves a yellow flag. Carl locking up on the flying lap as well.
Now we're watching the action closely here. Well, things are
This
okay
is
at this stage.
Carl
Oh, and the car
locking up.
By that
Ooh.
point, it was just too late.
Went a bit wide. I think you went more than just a bit wide. Oh dear. Yellow's not what we want to see. It's looking really poor. It's not a good lap. Slower than last time. So no progress for Gemma. Fear we might actually lose her. So we're going to lose Gemma in 17th. Car won't make any adjustments on the time there, purely because of the time of going off wide. So we do indeed lose Gemma in 17th, which is a little bit of a shock considering Gemma got us the points last time. None of the other drivers went out. I was hoping for a little bit more there. So there we go. We lose Gemma in 17th place. Bit of a shock, that one. Looks like the other drivers just went in as soon as they did theirs and didn't bother going back out again. So Carl makes it into 10th. Carl's the last driver remaining. As we go into Q2, Carl says, to be honest, I thought it would have been me out. To be honest, I don't really know what I was expecting. Not much else I can do. We'll leave it at that, I think. We'll leave it to one flying lap. We'll have a look and see what other drivers are doing. Let's go on to qualifying 2. Yeah, new tyres are in there for the session. I'll get you out straight away. Rob says a good midfield spot around 8th and 12th perhaps. I think the last 2 races we've had, I can't remember what we did in China. I know Australia we had one in the top 10. Be nice to get a top 10. We're sort of middle of the pack anyway. So until we start getting the new parts come in, which I think we will have for our next race, which is Bahrain, we will probably have some new parts ready for the cars. And the more we upgrade our car, the more we can sort of challenge for that sort of top 8, if that. But ideally, we just want some points, if that. That's all we need. Just want points. We can get some points. Try and get as many points as we can throughout the season. Just, yeah, I don't particularly know what went wrong for Gemma's car. So, hate to say it, but maybe Carl might be our best solution for points. Best solution for points. So we've got plenty of space in front, so we should be able to get a very clean flying lap in. Hopefully. All that space in front of him, so can't really do any wrong here. Will be the first one to post the time. So let's see. Carl will be in pole temporarily. What time will it be? Personal best at the moment, 33.975 for sector 1. Going into the green. Sparks flying. Sector 2. Another personal best. It's looking good, I'll tell you what. It's not going to quite get to Verstappen's 131, but it's going to... $134. I mean, is it top 10 worthy? It's going to be very difficult. Tell you what, Hulkenberg couldn't do it. We're only 0.6 per second behind Piastri. Leclerc goes up to second. We're in fourth. Tsunoda goes up there as well. Perez is quicker. Sainz is quicker. Russell's not quicker. Verstappen's obviously quick. Alonso, Norris is there. We've got two. Stroll who couldn't do it. Magnussen, we might survive. We might survive. Carl in 9th place at the moment. Magnussen ran wide. So 9th at the moment. It was weather. They send their cars out again. I feel like we might need to, because Russell's going to be quicker. Alonso might do a bit better. We're going to need to be a little bit quicker possibly. So we might need to send you out again. Got 9 minutes of qualifying 2 to go. We can't do anything. So we can't do anything on this front, so this is going to have to stay as it is. Carl says we might get knocked out by Russell. I think what we're going to end up having to do is we're going to have to end up relying on our strategy. I think. Our strategy might have to be the one. So we'll keep an eye. We'll just see what's going on with the other drivers. We'll just skip it forward, see if they're going to send out drivers or no. So everyone's back in the pit at the moment. But they are all going out again on their intermediates. We'll take it down to about 4 minutes. So let's see if there's any changes. If there isn't changes, or drastic changes, so we're looking at the likes of Russell. He's currently out at the moment. If Russell gets across the line on his flying lap and he hasn't moved anywhere, he should be alright. It's a risk. It's a risk worth taking. Same with Alonso. Alonso, I think, are they on the outlap? Yeah, flying lap. So Russell's just coming up now. So we're going to keep an eye. Where is... Oh, Alonso's gone across. Okay, doesn't look like a change from Alonso, which is fine. What about Russell? Okay, doesn't look like any changes there either. So Russell's coming in, Alonso's coming in. Again, there's no changes. So part of me thinks, is it worth sending you out or just keep you in? Because the likes of Stroll, I think, is on his in lap. He hasn't moved. Yeah, everybody's on their in lap. And you're in 9th place and we haven't really moved. So do we need to wear the tyres out more and try and get a better position for ourselves, even though everyone hasn't really changed? So I think that first lap's going to be crucial. The first session of going out is going to be crucial. If we can get top 10, like we have done, it doesn't look like no one else is on their flying lap. Yeah, everyone's on the in lap, you see. IL was like in lap. Well, we're not out anyway. We're still in. So will that help us in the long run? Who knows? Sapphire, evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're better anyway. So yeah, no changes. So we're going to lose Alonso, Russell, Stroll, Hulkenberg, Albon and Magnussen by the looks of it. Whilst we sit pretty in the... in the pits. I think we're good, you know. I think we're good. So Daniel Ricciardo making top 10 as well. I think we got a good opportunity here to possibly do an 8th place. That would be my guess on this one. Would be an 8th place. So yeah, all the cars in. We haven't moved. We're going to go 9th place to go into qualifying 3. So we'll go to that now. By skipping all the way. Everybody in. And there you go, 9th place. If you've just joined us and you're wondering about Gemma, Gemma unfortunately went out 17th. So she'll be starting the race in 17th place. Carl doing the job at the moment, 9th place. Only is that 2.5 seconds? Doesn't sound like a lot, but it's quite the difference. But 9th place for Carl at the minute. Let's see if we can do better than that on qualifying 3. For some reason, it seems to be raining indoors as well. So track water looking for like 4.12 millimeters. That to me looks like it could be wet weather or wet tires. Carl's confidence is now low. Why are you low? Why is your confidence low? Is it because it's raining? Do you not like the rain? Chance of incident high. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. That doesn't fill me with confidence. Well, it looks like we're going on to wet tyres. But we'll have a look and see. So we've got wet tyres given to us. We'll have a look and see. Let's manage the session. Right, what is everybody else on? Yeah, everyone's on wet tyres, that's fine. So we've got a wet track. Can't get you to go aggressive on this one, so let's do it. Let's send you out. That probably is what it is. I think it is a case of the fact that we kept you in, which I guess shouldn't really deal with confidence, right? Shouldn't affect confidence, surely. Just don't crash the damn thing. Right, I'll be back in a second. Just going to go grab a drink. Keep an eye on what Carl does. Preferably not crashing the car. Right, back in a minute. Okay. So, weirdly, Carl's the only one that's out. Carl is the only one that's out at the moment doing the flying lap. With about 8.5 minutes to go. Cosmo, hello to you. I won't read that out, but I have read it. Oh no, Carl went wide. So you had personal best, but you ran wide. Not good. Now, interestingly, part of me would think they would send some drivers out. Otherwise, just strange question. Because we'd be the only ones doing a time, do we get pole position? Can't see it staying this way, personally. But am I right in thinking that? Whoa! Oh, I can totally see a red flag coming out here. Jim. I'm just going to wait and see what the others do. I mean, it'd be a cheap way to get pole, not going to lie. But surely, can't just do a whole qualifying session without being sent out, right? Surely not. No, I didn't think so. I didn't think so. Right, in that case, we've got another set of wets. In fact, we'll stick with the wets we've got because we need a fresh set just in case. We'll reconfigure you. We'll send you out again. So at the moment, only 2 cars are out, which is Norris and Sainz. So we won't be getting a pole position. But we are down to the last 3 minutes. Okay, Ricciardo's going out. Hamilton's out. Track conditions have turned to damp. Aha. Okay, so that's why they were waiting. They're now on intermediates. So let's do that instead. And let's get another lap out there. Let's go. Let's wait for the cars to clear. Darren Starling, hello. So they were waiting, you see. Very clever from the AI. Very nice, Darren. I think 4 F15s have just blasted their way out from Prestwick right now. Can't imagine why you'd think that. I'm assuming you probably heard it. Yeah, I bet the sound was bloody awesome. Bloody insane. Right, so flying lap for Carl. Currently looking for purple or greens. I mean, I imagine it probably will be greens, given the lockup that Carl had. Science goes quickest. As it stands, it's got to be better. And at the moment, greens is good. It's got to be better. 4.6 seconds it was because of the lockups. Can't afford any more. Not on this flying lap. There's not enough time. In fact, there won't be enough time because qualifying will end. If we can get quicker than Ricciardo, that'd be great. Section 2 coming up. Got to be greens. It is green. So we're looking good, but how much of the green is it? I'll tell you what, we're looking okay. We're looking alright. We're looking decent. 136 from Verstappen. I'll tell you what, we did beat Ricciardo. Just about. So we do get a 9th place. Lots to adjust, lots to think about. overall 9th place, not horrendous. So Verstappen poles. Leclerc, Piastri, Perez, Sainz, Norris, Hamilton, Tsunoda, Crawford and Ricciardo. Should be in for a fascinating Japanese Grand Prix. Let's get to it.
It won't be long before we get underway here in Japan with 53 figure-of-8 laps around this historic circuit.
Alright, 53 laps to deal with.
Anything can happen at Suzuka, as Kimi Raikkonen proved in 2005. The Finn battled all the way from 17th to win. Will we see a similar show of will and talent today, I wonder?
There you go. If ever you needed a nudge in the right direction.
High-speed, high-downforce circuit with unpredictable weather. Drivers need to have total trust in their cars to make the most of this challenging figure-of-8 lap.
Kimi Raikkonen, 2005.
It's race day with the teams and drivers
Started in
ready and
17th,
raring to
ended up
go.
winning. So I think Gemma's going to win this one. Okay, right. Here we go. So we've got to come up with a plan of some sort. Obviously, at the same time, there's no point trying to strategize because we've got to try and put it. We've got to try and think about the weather as well. There is moderate rain. So I think we're better off just trying to okay, we're going to severely underweight the car. And then pace mode is like that, so that's fine. So this is what we're doing. We're basically going to preserve the car as much as possible. So that we're going to be sort of a lot better in the final third of the race. And hopefully should try and claim some spots. That's the plan anyway. Not to, again, the strategies are going to be thrown out the window because the weather is very unpredictable. So we're going to do the same for Gemma's car. Put her on pace mode there. So that is the light pace mode. And conserve the fuel by coasting as much as possible. So that it will be more efficient when we get to the latter stages of the race. Intermediates to start. Gemma's in 17th, Carl in 9th place. So we will keep an eye on Carl at the beginning, but we'll also focus on Gemma and see how far she props up the table. Other than that, we are pretty much ready to go. So good luck, everyone. We are looking for points. Here we go. This is where we are in control now.
Well, it's great to have you with us, folks, as we settle in for the weekend's
Chances of a
Grand
red
Prix
flag,
action.
probably quite high. It's hopefully not one of our cars.
Time for Oscar Piastri to show what he can do.
P3 is a decent starting position, and they should get a good haul of points if they play the race right.
And it'll be exciting to see just what will happen here today. Get ready.
Alright,
It's
good
the
luck everyone. Here we go,
Japanese
race
Grand
time.
Prix.
Probably going to lose a few spots to start off with, but we're
And
absolutely
it's
okay with
lights
that.
out,
Here
and
we
away
go.
we go.
Crawford actually has gained a spot, so too Gemma. Carlos gains 2 spots up to 7th. Tracking down Lando Norris as well, Carl. Norris has got damage. Was that a collision with our car? Don't quite know. Sonoda's taken over, that is fine. Like I say, we will end up losing some spots to start off with. That is the whole stage of what this race is like. Like I say, the more we preserve our tyres, DRS will help us out a little bit as well. So Ricciardo's overtaken us. Got Alonso behind as well. So we will lose some spots, but it'll all work out in the long run. Carl taking it back. Woo, let's go. If you look at the tyres, already lots of them down to 93%, 92%, 88s and 86. We are still on 97%. Gemma's having a real rough time of it at the moment. Might just push Gemma back at standard. So our tyres are doing good. They are cold at the moment though. We might just need to push them a little bit, which we might do in a second. So there you go, Gemma's overtaken Zhou. And the idea is that once the tyres start to wear for the other vehicles, our tyres should be good enough to get round the other cars. I'm just going to push Carl a little bit just to warm the tyres up. Like I say, we will make these tyres last as long as we can. Gemma closing in on Ocon. keep Gemma at standard for the minute, like you see. 79s, they've got 79 there for Perez, 90 for Verstappen, and we've got the highest at the moment with 94s across the board. So our tyres are doing a lot better than the others. Like I said, the first few laps it would need to kick in. Kicking in, it seems to be doing. Also don't have DRS because of how wet the track is. We'll keep an eye as well if anyone's pitting at all. For wet tyres, we don't need to do that just yet. We're going to actually push Carl for a little bit. Gemma's got her own battle going on with Sargent. Keeping in close with him, so that's fine. We'll push Carl just to get those tyre temperatures up a little bit more. Have we got DRS or can we not? We haven't got DRS, have we? Because it's wet. Norris's damage, can't really see what his damage is, to be fair. Put car back to standard, temperatures are looking pretty good. Have we got DRS? Don't think we can use it, can we? CRS, that's different. Can we deploy it? For that extra bit of energy. Gemma's now overtaken Sargent. Gemma's making her way up the board. Meanwhile, Carl slowly closing down Alonso. Let's look at the tyres. Tyres are doing pretty good. Because hopefully Gemma can gain some more places. I think she will. It's a long way to go yet. Carl is currently tracking down Alonso. Gaining on him big time as well, which is pretty good. Bringing it down to a second behind. Gemma's now moved up to 17th. Now closing down Hulkenberg. Again, because we don't have as much fuel on board, it's because we're a lighter, so we've got that little bit of an extra advantage. Makes all the difference. Carl cutting a 2-second gap to Alonso down to just 0.8. The rain's still falling at the moment. 3.19 millimeters. So when it gets to 4, it's classed as wet. So again, strategy's right out the window. When it comes to this race, we won't. Yeah, no, trust me, we won't run out of fuel. Gemma's now overtaken Hulkenberg, now trying to track down Magnussen, which is making up places. And Carl right on the rear end of Alonso. Yeah, if we have a look at Gemma, she's going to overtake Hulkenberg here. There she goes. No, she's done well to overtake as well. 15th place. Now got to try and focus on tracking down Stroll, and she's doing that at pace as well. Nice little battle here between Carl, Alonso and Tsunoda. Gemma is making up some time on Mount Stroll. So at the moment we're looking pretty good for our tyres as well. You can see Tsunoda's 69%, which means we'll probably end up trying to catch them at some point. Russell's there as well, so tyres starting to wear out. We're only 9 laps in. So that sort of couple of laps of preservation and conservation of the tyres has probably helped. But Russell is catching. Still keeping it to a second at the moment for Carl. Gemma at the moment using some energy to try and track down Lance Stroll. Get Carl to use some energy that he's got at the minute to try and track down Alonso. Bridge that gap. Especially with Russell trying to catch as well. Go get him. Try but can't quite do it. Can't seem to get that sort of... Gemma's caught Stroll. Really catching up with Stroll at the moment. Right on his tail. Gemma putting in an excellent performance. She got enough to get past her though. We'll come back to Carl in a second, who has caught up with Alonso. Can she get him? Can she do it? Trying to go on the outside. Can't quite do it. A frustrating battle for Gemma. Same time, so too for Carl. P11 and P15 for our cars at the moment, which isn't too bad. Russell is catching up. Trying with everything he can to try and track down Alonso. Staying right up his ass. So we're expecting rain, so it looks like we're going to be on intermediates the whole way through. So fascinatingly, it looks like we are quicker than the Mercedes. Russell's time on the straight there, we were pulling away from him. Gemma's now facing a battle with Albon. Just can't quite get to the veteran of the veteran knowledge of Alonso. Just can't get that space, as you can see. Might get him here though. Oh, and the frustration. Oh, is he going to get him? No. Look how close that is. Oh, he's got him. Neck and neck. Did he get him? Carl's in 10th. He's got Alonso. Whoa. Gemma's now overtaken Albon. Carl took Alonso for a split second. Russell's trying to get to Carl as well. Oh, Russell on the outside. Just like that. What are his tyres like? 72%. Alonso's tyres 63%. We've got Perez on 59. Verstappen seems to be attacking a little bit more now, because his tyres have gone down drastically. I think we've got scope to push here. Here we go, we're on the attack. Trying to close that gap. Can we get him? Can't quite do it. Might try it here. Might try it here on the inside. Yeah, I'll tell you what, if we're going to get points, we're going to have to earn them. We're going to absolutely have to earn these points. So theoretically our pit window is between lap 26 and 32. Like I say, once we start getting these new parts for the car, I think we'll start to see us regular top 10. But we'll probably have a look at Gemma at the moment, who is trying to sort out Stroll. Again, a fascinating battle between these two. Put Gemma onto attacking now, in hopes. Russell's actually taken over Alonso. Might just get his ease off now a little bit. We'll do the attacking more once we've been in the pits. Fascinating battles across the board. Gemma we're continuing to attack with, and she tries to get to Stroll. Gemma is definitely flying. It's just one of those frustrating races, I think, where you just can't find that space to overtake. Also, for those wondering, because I think we had some people mentioning before about FPS and frames per second. My little screen at the bottom that I've got is telling me I'm streaming at a very easy 135 frames per second. Now it's 140. Let's have a look at the tyres of the other racers then. We're on 66. Stroll's on 66 as well. Gemma's still trying to overtake. Russell's on 56. Alonso 54. So we've got room for attacking there actually. Let's do it. Let's send Carl on attack. Again, across the top of the wall there, we've got better tyres. Carl says Stroll be off soon. He normally does something. So yeah, surprised we've not got no yellow flags yet. Well, not surprised by it, but we've got no yellow flags yet. And like I say, they say historically the chance of a red flag is 50%. So it's give or take, really. Gemma really trying to track down Stroll, trying to overtake. Frustrating battle behind is Magnussen, 7 seconds behind these two that you see on your screen. So it's a comfortable 14th and 13th at the moment. Gemma trying. Can't do it. Look at how close this is between these two. Whenever she gets a sniff, she can't seem to do it. In the meantime, Carl is now caught up with Russell and Alonso. Sonoda is there as well. We've got Carl on the attack. But there's a good patch of cars there. Entirely sure what's happened with Gemma. I don't know if she ran wide or not, but she's now falling a little behind Stroll. In the meantime, back to Carl here, chasing the points. here with Russell. Again, trying to get a sniff. Can't quite do it. Gemma's tyres a little warm, the warm side. Couldn't quite get the overtake, Gemma. Still can't quite get the overtake. Let's get the ERS charged. Look how close this is. Look how close this is between Stroll and Gemma. In the meantime, oh, we've got a yellow flag. We've got some damage.
Now we've got an incident here, and as I understand it, George Russell's involved.
Here we go. This is George Russell here. Oh, we've got minor front wing damage. Do we do it now or do we do it when we pit? That's the question. I want to see what it's like. We'll continue. So Carl does overtake Russell. Gemma 2 has also overtaken Russell, but so there is damage. There's a penalty, time penalty for Carl of 5 seconds. How bad is the damage? So Russell's got damage, Carl's got a time penalty. Gemma still trying to chase down Lance Stroll. Jim says you got a 5-second time penalty. Stupid in race stewards. Well, I wasn't expecting Carl to be the reason that a yellow flag came out. Tyres will last. I don't think it's affecting us too much at the minute. That is Alonso in front of us, I think. Is that Alonso in front of us? That is Alonso in front of us. Sorry, we're looking at Gemma, sorry. This is Carl here. So we're just keeping an eye on Lance Stroll's time. So Carl, I think, locked up and then crashed into Russell. We are just looking at Stroll's time to see if he's catching. So we are about 5 laps out from... Russell's gone in the pits. But look at how far down Russell's gone. We've got a time penalty as well. My fear is that we're going to come out last here if we do go in the pits. Gemma's still trying to get past. So Lando Norris has gone in. Russell's come out on intermediates again. Stroll's tyres are better than Carl's at the moment. Stroll is catching. Stroll is catching. I think we've got no choice at the moment but to pit Carl. So just looking back here, this dot here on your screen, that is Russell. We've got a time penalty to consume as well as replacing the front wing. And then we go back to being reliant on Gemma. We have Lando Norris chasing behind. Norris, by the way, still has the damage. I think we go in now because we're quite close to the pit wall. Let's go in now. For Carl. Let's get this done. Gemma now moves up to 11th. We should probably go down to 12th with Norris about to overtake her. Neck and neck between them two. Carl currently serving the time penalty. Front wing off. Front wing on. How's it looking? How's it looking? Not horrendous. We come out 21st. Absolutely fine. So right down to sort of second to last at the moment. This is how close it is when you try and pit. I'll try and preserve Gemma's tyres for a couple of laps. Okay, so it's actually Zhou or Zhou who is rock bottom. I think we are the faster car than him. So Alonso now going in the pit. So we've got Ocon who's 14 seconds or nearly 15 seconds behind Jenna at the moment. So we can use this to our advantage when it comes to the pits. Because we've got to pit Gemma at some point. Because who's still yet to pit?
Who's that having an issue in the pits?
Magnussen's had a pit stop issue. So we've still got Tsunoda to go. Stroll. I think we can do them for sure. Ricciardo as well. We can probably do them. So Gemma's got to come in at some point. We'll go attacking again. Because what we've got to try and do is open up that gap a little bit more to Ocon, which we are doing. That gives us a really good opportunity to come out in a decent position. So let's keep aggressive. I'll tell you what, let's actually bring her in now. I can see other vehicles going in. Let's do it now. We're actually near the pit entry as well, so let's do it. Carl, by the way, has also been gaining some places. Look at that. Russell and Gasly. Gemma's now in the pits. .6 seconds, is it enough? Ocon gets past us. Bottas gets past us. I tell you what, 14th place is not too shabby at all. A very good pit stop. Very good pit stop. Very happy with that as well. So we're quicker than Bottas and we should be quicker than Ocon. So we should be able to gain those places quite quickly. So we've still got the likes of Verstappen, Leclerc, Hamilton, Ricciardo still to go in, Tsunoda still to go in, Stroll still to go in, Ocon himself and Bottas still to go in as well. So we're going to make some places up. So I think we've used that as a use that as a good time, I think, because we're going to overtake Bottas in a second because his tyres are shocking. Just couldn't hold out that any longer for Carl, especially with the damage. But Carl is making up places, trying to catch up with Gasly at the moment. You've got Russell as well in front. So Ricciardo, Hamilton and Tsunoda into the pits should help us out. Gemma in 13th, having overtaken Bottas. Can we get past Ocon in the pits? Bottas has gone in as well. We overtake Ocon. Can't quite get to Tsunoda yet. But Tsunoda went in as well. So it's a good pit stop for Tsunoda. There's a lot of catching up to do if we're going to get those points. Car's up to 16th with the pits. as well. Rob says a banging pit stop should give half a chance of a decent result. Just got to get Gemma to go for it. That pit stop could have been a lot worse. Could have been a lot worse. How is our fuel looking? Our fuel's looking, I think it's actually looking pretty good. We're still 3 kilos under. But we will definitely make that up for sure. A yellow flag or a red, safety car will boost that anyway. Car currently up to... all the numbers are being a little bit weird at the moment. Look at this. Carl overtaking Albon. Fighting with Albon there. Should overtake him at some point. Yeah, so our fuel is looking pretty good. Got to try and get Gemma to try and close the gap. That's proven to be the sticky point at the moment. Still fighting with Albon and possibly even Russell as well. How close this is. I don't think it is, to be fair. I think because the track is wet, I don't think it's enabled. If you have a look at the map here, there's a big old gap between Gemma and Sonoda and Alonso. So part of me's thinking just to get her to attack a little bit. Just to close that gap there. Somebody locked up. Who was it? It was Albon. Virtual safety car. This is what we needed. Is that Sergeant that went off?
There's a yellow flag now.
Yes, Sergeant. Let's have a look. Whoa! Ho, ho, ho.
The team glued to the monitors.
Logan
and
Sargent's
watching
gone
their hopes
off.
crumble away.
So we've got a safety car which is going to help us out immensely. So Stroll has finally gone into the pits by the looks of it. So this might help us, you know. Just what we were after. Just what we were after. Thanks, Logan Sargent. So the pack should begin to close up. This should be very interesting. So it's the pack slowly bunching up once again. By the way, thanks for those who have left a like on the stream. If you are enjoying the stream, of course, do feel free to hit the like button. It does help out the channel immensely. I'm enjoying the series. I don't tend to sit and watch the Formula 1 stuff, but I'm really enjoying this. Really enjoying it. So we're focused here on Gemma. Carl down below us. Trying to catch up with the rest of the pack. Not looking too stacked at the moment. Not quite bunching up. That is not good. Virtual safety car is ending. So the pack did not bunch up as much as I thought. I might need to push Gemma a little bit, to be fair. To get away from Lance Stroll. So we're on Carl at the minute. I mean, this in itself is a very good result for 11th and 14th. I don't mind that because that's middle of the pack where I sort of expect us to be. What I'm really, really wanting is these new parts that we got in development, because I think these will help the car out incredibly. Right, we can come off the fuel a minute so we can actually get Gemma to push even further. We can also do the same for Carl. We're in the green. Because I just need Stroll and Russell to mess up now. We could do with somebody messing up so we can get Gemma in the top 10. Fastest lap Leclerc. The extra fuel that we've got to burn, just helping out a little bit. To be fair, we're actually closing the gap on 10th place as well. We're actually closing it. 20 laps remaining. Stroll's going to overtake us by the looks of it. Unless Gemma's got the pace. Has Gemma got the pace? She does. She's got enough pace to hold off Stroll, but is it enough? Desperately trying to get some space between Gemma and Lance Stroll. Racing well though, Carl catching up with Russell at some point. Then Russell is 11 seconds behind Stroll, so this could be pretty much where we are battling with Carl. Carl, so some of these camera angles make it look like they're crashing into each other. There is another option. You've got this sort of almost like helicopter view where you're just following a car, and it's in this one view. But I quite like the dynamic stuff. Gemma's still closing the gap here. We're under 8 seconds now to Fernando Alonso. Still pushing on that fuel as well. For both drivers. Yeah, see, Carl, I prefer this one. Tell you what, Gemma is absolutely flying at this moment in time. Really closing that gap on 10th place. Alonso, not sure what Alonso's got wrong. But we're now heading to just under 7 seconds. That was 11. Or 12 seconds from Tsunoda. And now we're down to 6.5 seconds from Alonso. It's exciting stuff, I tell you. It's just Lance Stroll that is just might have enough to overtake this time. Unless Gemma's still got the pace. Ooh, and she does, but just. Everyone's still on the same tyres. Everyone, of course, went in at different times. If we have a look at Carl here, we're going to go back to balance for the fuel. Going to go balance as well for Gemma. That might cost the place. But we are still making up time on Alonso. Whilst Carl trying to make up some time on Russell. Carl running a little wide. It's nail-biting stuff. We're only one place away from the points. Gemma now taking the time to under 6 seconds from Alonso. Is it his tyres? No, his tyres are decent. I'm not sure why Alonso is sort of struggling. Tsunoda and Alonso were close to each other. And now Gemma's 5.5 seconds behind almost. If Alonso's not careful, which at this point I don't think it matters too much, we can actually get Carl on the push again. And now your tyres your tyres are going to last for the race. Well, let's push you a little bit more. And again, Stroll looking to overtake Gemma. Not doing it though. Gemma's got the pace. How frustrating must Stroll how frustrated must Stroll be? We're just going to go for it. We're going to try and take up, or try and do as much damage as we can. Take Gemma off the push for the fuel again. Opening up a bit of a gap now between her and Stroll, which is good driving. But look at the gap now. 4.7 seconds behind Alonso. That is insane. Alonso's struggling. I'm not sure why he's struggling, but he is struggling. We might be in for some points again, you know. It's all going to be down to Lance Stroll, though. He might be the difference maker. Gemma's opened up a 1.5 second gap, which is fabulous driving. Problem is, Carl, I don't think it tells you what damage he's got. Yeah, it doesn't tell me. Don't tell me what damage he's got. .2 seconds now. Alonso is getting caught big time. We are pushing. We are well within our strategy. We've got a massive gap between where the line is and where our actual line, where our line is and where the green line should actually be. We've got a big old gap there. Same with Carl as well. So we've got plenty of space here to push. And push we are doing. We want the points. 3.5 seconds now for Gemma. Behind Alonso, she's catching him. Gemma's on the hunt. Remember, this is with a car that has no upgrades yet. We have upgrades in the works. We've got Perez on 63%. Russell's on 63 as well. Albon on 60. Everyone's done one pit stop. As it stands, it may look as if Carl could finish as high as 14th, or sorry, as high as 13th. It's a long stretch for 15 seconds to catch Stroll. Credit to Gemma though. Gemma's driving is opening up a huge gap on Stroll right now, considering Stroll was right up her backside. There's a gap now of 2 seconds between her and Stroll. But closing the gap on Alonso. Those points are in touching distance. 3 seconds behind. In the meantime, there is Russell, and Carl is trying to chase him. It's close. It's neck and neck. We're on the hunt for Alonso. I think it might be a bit of a stretch for Tsunoda. And we'll take some points. It's been a fabulous race, I'll tell you what. It's been not drama filled, but it's just been you don't know where to look half the time. We've had Logan Sargent crash out. Stroll's on 65% tyres as well. So if you're using his tyres. Gemma's now starting to flag again behind Alonso. Not quite closing him down again. It'll take a few more laps, I think. 2.1 seconds now gap between Gemma and Stroll. She's done fantastic to drive. and create that gap from having Stroll right up her backside, literally 3 laps, 4 laps. Rob says it's going to get fucking tasty in the lap stages. It really is. .7 seconds behind Alonso. Alonso's suddenly finding another gear. Yeah, tyres are still, we can push. We can keep the push on. Tyres are optimal, which is fine. Just need that rain to stop. Don't think it's meant to. 2 minutes time, it's supposed to be 85% rain, so we're supposed to get a little bit more. .8 seconds. The push for Gemma to catch Alonso starting to slow down for some reason. We needed a carry on. We needed a push. Still keeping that 2-second gap between her and Alonso and Stroll. Gemma's conserving her fuel very well as well. So we'll get her to push again. Carl slowly tracking down Russell. A proper nail biter this is. Absolutely nail biting. It's going to be interesting to see where we finish here. It's almost going to be like something needs to come awry here. Somebody needs to run wide or come off the track or something. Something needs to happen to give us that little luck that we need to get to the top 10. So despite the fact that we had Gemma gets, I think it's 8th place, wasn't it? 8th place in the last race. I'll still take this. I'll still take 11th and 14th. I still think this is a very, very good race. Considering where we were at the opening race in Australia, we were down here. So I'll still take this. Carl is now thundering down the track, chasing Russell. Gemma's now on the push once again. Tyres are definitely going to be lasting through the race. Just wonder if I can possibly reserve the tyres now, just to kind of save them for a few laps and then push hard once again. The car is definitely right up there with Russell. Because my fear is, you see, Stroll's got 60%. We're sort of losing tyres at the moment. So I'm just wondering whether we reserve the tyres a little bit, let the rest run their tyres down and then go for it. That's my strategy at the moment. That's what my thinking is. 2.5 seconds gap and still increasing for Gemma over Stroll. As we focus on Gemma at the moment. If it gets tasty with Carl. In fact, it is getting tasty. Here we go. Can't quite get there. So if we can create that gap between us and Stroll, it is going to be a case of whether Gemma can actually track down Alonso. Might try it with... do we try it with Gemma? Gemma's in the hunt for it though, that's the thing. Do we do it with Carl to see what the impact would be? Because we've got plenty of room, you see. We've got plenty of room. Do we leave it? What's Russell's tyres? 49%. So his are going down as well. So Carl theoretically should be able to overtake at some point. Carl's tyres are getting a little warm. I'm going to try it with Carl now. We're just going to go light. And just see if that eases off. He's managed to actually overtake Russell at the moment. Is it enough? Is it enough to hold off from Russell? Gemma's still 3 seconds behind Alonso. This will be the highest that Carl will finish. It's a bit of a gap between himself and Stroll. What is Russell going to do? Can Russell... Are we actually pulling away from Russell? But we're only just pulling away and we're going to hold him off. Even with the light conservation of the tyres. I'm still here. It's literally on the edge of your seat stuff, this. So the thing is, Carl is now opening up a gap on light tyres and pushing fuel. Gemma is catching Alonso just. Oh, and she's...
That's it, that's the spin, and there's not much they can do about that now.
Oh, she spun out. We've got no choice but to leave her on it now. Oh, that sucks. Okay, I think what we do is now we preserve the tyres for Gemma, keep her pushing on the fuel, and just hope for the best. Oh, we were catching on Alonso as well. Is it going to be enough of like 6 or 7 laps to go? I don't know. Well, so that's the proverbial pain in the dick. It's a pain in the something. Oh, what a shame. I guess what we would need now is, well, I mean, for it to 1, like torrential rain, 2, have to change the tyres, 3, oh sorry, yeah, torrential rain, and everyone goes into the pits for tyre changes. Like, we've got no choice but to push. We've got to be careful as well, because when we get 20%, that's the end of the tyres. Ah, we had this in, was it Australia we had this? Oh. Look, to me, it's still a good result. 12th and 13th. We've got Russell catching up with Carl at the moment, so we've got to try and push Carl a little bit more. Pushing that fuel. I mean, worst case scenario, what? 14th place? Because Ocon is 9-10 seconds behind Russell. 12th and 14th. Nothing to be sniffed at, really. I think I said when we were in Australia that middle of the pack is pretty much where we are until we start getting the upgrades. Problem is, it's very difficult with the wet weather to implement the strategy that we did in China because it's not dry, so you couldn't preserve the tyres as much in this one. Oh, we got a yellow flag. Please be a good one. Who's gone? No. Who ran wide? Albon. That's no good to us. We're just losing space here, so I think we are pretty much resigned. I think if we'll just ease the tyres, we'll have to just resign ourselves to 12th place for Gemma, which, to be fair, after qualifying, is actually quite a good run. Push the fuel for Carl, just to fend off the challenge from Russell. I don't know if I had high hopes for this or not, considering the race we had in China. Like I said, I think the wet weather was, we just couldn't implement our strategy. We couldn't reserve the tyres in this one. So it's almost like two different strategies for like the wet weather and the dry weather. I think, thankfully for us, I think we're going to have dry weather in Bahrain, which is the next one. Someone's got an issue. Sykes has got a mechanical fault. Let's watch.
Well, yeah, right. It certainly looks like they've developed a fault.
Don't know what that was then. So we're opening up a gap now for Carl. Just thinking, we push Carl now for like a few laps on attack and just see if we can get a fast lap in. Even though you don't get a point for it. Is it worth doing it? I don't even know if it's worth doing it. If you can't get a lap. Oh, I think the spin did it for us. Three laps to go, and what's been well, I suppose it's been a pretty good race. So fuel's looking pretty good. I mean, we can push on the fuel. I think that's the only thing we will push on though, because we will preserve the tyres for Gemma. But we're not going to be able to catch Stroll. Not the three laps down. 3 laps to go. Carl says it's a time penalty. Yeah, I mean, Gemma's 15 seconds in front of Carl. We wouldn't get Carl to overtake anyway. We'll preserve the tyres for Gemma. She's on 34%. Carl's on 39%. We're pushing on fuel for both. I think at the moment for Carl, we're just consolidating 13th place and trying to open up a gap between him and Russell. Russell is on 37%, Carl on 38% for tyres. I mean, most of the drivers here. Sonoda 27%. I think we put this one down to a frustrating one. I think it could have been a bit better. It could have been a lot better than actually what we're getting here. Like mid pack is fine. 12th and 13th is not a bad shout, to be fair. I think we will get some bonuses, I think. So that's the key thing. And I think by the time we get to Bahrain, we should have some new parts in place as well. So we've got those to install in the car. But for me, at least, this is all like a learning curve. So it's not totally horrendous. Yeah, should we get some points? We probably should have had some points, but not everything's going to go our way. I did sort of half expect a lot of like tyre changes for like wet weather, but obviously it's not been that wet for moderate rain. So yeah, not been that wet. So Verstappen on the final lap. Looks like Verstappen will win. He's 4 seconds ahead of Leclerc. Piastri will claim third. Tsunoda will claim the fastest lap at the moment. Shame as well because we were like 2.5 seconds behind Alonso, and I think we probably could have got him. So I think it's one of those what could have been. But we'll come away from this. We'll take this. We'll just conserve the fuel for car now, just because we don't want to run out. It's the last thing we want to do. We've opened up quite a big gap, actually, to be fair. Carl's done some good work opening up a gap between him and George Russell. But no points.
Verstappen over the finish line and today's winner.
I think we could have had him, to be fair. I think we could have absolutely had Alonso. Got to survive the last lap here for Gemma. 30% on the tyres. When we get to like the dry ones like Bahrain and Carl said the following week we've got Saudi Arabia, we should be able to implement our strategy a little bit more. Otherwise, you know what, it's been quite an enjoyable watch. Hopefully it's been an enjoyable watch for you guys as well. So Gemma's over the line, 12th place. Considering she started the race in 17th, I call that a good shout. If she hadn't spun, could have been a lot better. Sainz has had another mechanical fault.
A lot of clipping.
We'll do the clipping. Carl finishing in 13th as well. And that'll do for the Japanese Grand Prix.
As always, there will be lots to talk about after that race, including the performance from the driver currently on our screens.
Just out of the points today with a P12 finish in the end.
Well, Max
They seem quite happy with it.
Another podium to his already impressive record.
Their first win of the season, and the team looking on will be very proud, I'm sure.
And a lovely show of sportsmanship to conclude proceedings here in Japan.
Jim says, good race to be honest, only race 3 and in the wets, 12th and 13th, good result all things considered.
Well, Karun, how do you think they'll be feeling in the team garage at the end of that?
They did okay today, I'd say. I mean, we're talking about such a competitive field, and all things considered, the drivers did alright.
Did alright, to be fair.
And that's
I'm
all for
happy with the
today
middle of the pack.
as we wrap up the weekend here in Japan.
Japan is done and dusted. It's in the books for another season. Of course, the season doesn't finish after one season. Of course, you do get a second season out of it, and so on and so forth. So Gemma claimed 5 spaces. Carl went down 4 spots. Verstappen wins, Leclerc second, Piastri third, Carlos Sainz fourth, Perez in fifth, Lando Norris sixth, Hamilton seventh, Ricciardo eighth, Tsunoda ninth, and Alonso, the lucky man himself, picking up the point. I think we could have had that. I think we really, really could have had that. For the drivers, Constructors' Championship, Gemma's in 12th with the 4 points that she picked up. Carl 17th without a point yet. But I reckon we can get that to change at some stage. Constructors, we are 7th place. So I'll tell you what, that's not bad. So I think our overall goal is to finish 6th or above. But you know what? We're still in touching distance, so I'm not too disappointed with that. Fastest pit stops. Well, we got a point for Gemma's 2.687 seconds. With our point, go down a place to 8th on the fastest pit stop championship. Carl, of course, nowhere to be seen because he had the time penalty. And there we go, 13th for hire, which Carl got 13th, and we got 12th for hire, and Gemma got 12th. So bang on the money. So we got ourselves a nice, cool, extra, nearly $500,000 for our bank account. All in all, a good weekend's work, I think. And here we go. So we're starting to get some bits and bobs coming up now, including suspension. And we've also upgraded our race simulator to level 3 to improve our drivers. So as you can see, our suspension here gives us more speed, more acceleration, more cornering low speed, and more tyre preservation as well. So we're going to manufacture this. We're going to install this on our car for the next race, which actually we might get the first one. So we might put this on one of the cars. I'm not sure which one yet. I'll tell you what. Is that places? Because if so, our top speed takes us to the 6th fastest car. If that's what I think it is. Don't know if that's correct or not. So there you go. Look at that, 0.59 kilometers per hour. That is quite impressive. So we will see. We'll see what happens. We'll get some. If we rush it, what happens? $5 days and 10 days. Oh, look at this. Grand Prix is in 10 days time. So next one, we can actually get 2 for the car. If we rush it. If we do it for an emergency, it's there straight away. But we won't. We won't do that. We'll do rushed. Or do we go normal? Because then we get 1 at least. Then we pop it on one of the cars. Rob and Jim are off. Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it. I think we go for 4 lots. Do we test it for 1 car and then come Saudi Arabia, do we then have it for 2 cars? Because if we then rush it, we've got 2 for the race day. think we'll do one, because it's only 1.2 mil for 4 of them. Let's go for it. Beautiful. So by the time that we come back for our next race, which is it next weekend, Bahrain, in the real world calendar? More crucially, we've got an underfloor being designed ready for 7 days' time as well. I'm actually going to design a new part whilst we're here. Side pods is going to be the next thing that we're going to do. We use all of our wind tower hours. We are going to drag down the drag reduction, up the engine cooling, airflow at the front down to the back, and then middle we want all the way up. So we lose a little bit of the speed, but our medium speed and high speed out the corners and the engine cooling will help us out immensely. Don't forget, once we've added more parts to it as well, that will even itself out. There we go. So that adds a little bit more acceleration. So once we've added more parts to the car, like I said, it'll all even itself out. So that speed will be gained through the cornering. So we should be all right. So let's manufacture that. Engineers, we've got 2 on board. 30 days for completion, or do we want it rushed? Or intense, rushed. Let's rush it. Why not? Why not? Got 2 engineers to do that, so we're all good. Right, boys and girls. Lee says 11th to the 13th of April is Bahrain, and then Jeddah is the weekend after. Thank you, Lee. So we've got 2 weeks or 2 weekends coming up to have a look and see how we get on with our suspension and hopefully our underfloor as well. But that won't be until probably Jeddah, I would say. The underfloor will help us out as well, so we should be in for. So you should see some changes, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Right, boys and girls. Let's just, not that I'm going to, I just want to have a look here and just see. So one of the front wings was destroyed, thanks to Carl. Only finished a point below, a place below where they were expected to finish. Carl was expected to finish 12th, finished in 13th, and Gemma expected to finish 11th, finished in 12th. Not too bad. Otherwise, Carl's pretty much passed everything else, which is all good. If we have a look at drivers, let's just, not that I'm going to, I'm just curious to see who would be interested. Fernando Alonso would join us. Charles Leclerc would join us. Lando Norris would join us. Look at this. Carlos Sainz would join us. So you lot better start pulling your fingers out your asses. George Russell would join us. Look at this, look. Both Gemma and Carl got a couple of years left on the contract, but look at how... Bottas could join us. I'll tell you what. That's quite impressive, the fact that they would all join us. Okay. Who have we got in the reserves? Affiliate drivers, 61 and 66. You don't need to see this bit, but I'm just being nosy. looking for some decent affiliates. I like the look of Zach O'Sullivan, if I'm honest. Yeah, just looking for affiliates. That's all I'm looking for. Paul Aaron. I'll tell you what, let's scout them. You'll see them when we come back. I'm going to scout 2 drivers for our affiliates. No, I'm not. No, I'm looking at the affiliates. I'm actually going to go for the best. I'm going to go Oliver Bierman, who's doing. Okay, let's scout you as well, and you'll see how they are when we come back. He's 77 rated, but he's also very, very young. So I'm thinking for the future. I do like that. He does look like he could be a decent one. Okay. So we're scouting 2 drivers for the affiliate program to replace our current ones who don't look particularly great. If I just show you quickly the affiliates once again, we've got 61 rated Claudine Sanchez and Oliver Renaud. I feel like we could do better there. But I want to give us like a prospective future for sure. Cool. Alright, boys and girls, there you go. So we are currently 7th in the championship. 4 points behind Aston Martin. I think we can do something with that in the next race. Otherwise, upcoming stuff. In 6 days, the manufacturing of the underfloor is there. That's the design, I think. And then we have to... Is it manufacturing or is that the actual... Manufacture or design? It's not the design, it's the manufacturing. We might actually get one in 6 days' time. I think we said that, didn't we? In 1 week's time. Underfloor design complete. UF1, UF2. We'll see. Looks like exciting times ahead. Right, boys and girls, thank you so much for watching. I'm going to end it here. But been a pleasure as always. No stream tomorrow. I'm going to put a schedule, get a schedule together for the coming week once I've done what I needed to. Otherwise, look after yourselves and each other. And if I just very quickly save. That one there. Overwrite the data. Yes, please. Job done. Right, look after yourselves and each other. I will see you on Monday night for another wonderful night of adventures and fun and laughter on the Departure Lounge YouTube channel. For myself and the moderators, look after yourselves and each other. And it's a very good evening to you all. And a bye-bye for... Where is it? There we go. Now, take care.